Hey, fellow babies, welcome to PubChat, where we usually just, screw around and do whatever. But I did want to start off with a little quick blurb about Warthog and his channel deletion and whatnot. I spoke to Professor Gertz Explains, is it? In the background, and I got a little bit more information on the whole thing. So what happened is at first he was taken down for impersonation. He was supposedly impersonating somebody else. Well, that's ridiculous, right? So that's not a huge one to beat. The one that came right after, was misinformation. Dunk, you know what we've had with anti-vaxxer debunks and stuff? That's a hard one to fight, isn't it?
Oh. Yeah, sort of. I mean, it depends. I mean, what misinformation was he giving?
Nobody knows.
Also,
they won't.
Who was he impersonating? Was he doing like impersonations of, Donald Trump or
Yeah.
Biden?
I think he was just explaining that. He's probably but the impersonation, I think, was interference from people that are just, our side, their side, blah, blah. But misinformation, I mean, we've gone through this many times here because we've debunked anti-vaxxers and stuff and whatnot. And every time YouTube changes their policies, their little bots start rescanning videos in the background. And our old videos debunking idiots keep getting flagged for misinformation, and I appeal each time, but we've only won maybe 2 out of 10. And you got to look at the automated process that YouTube's trying to use it to minimize the workforce. So the scan finds something that it says is misinformation at a certain timestamp and gives you crap right away. Then you appeal.
Doesn't bother to look to make sure you're taking the piss out of it or whatever.
Not at all. And then a human is the one that does the review. But what happens is they just go to the timestamp and listen and go, yep. And there's no put it into context, but we were playing their video so that we could then debunk them. You get no angle to argue this or anything. They just shut your punk ass down. It's a very tough one. And I think that's his real issue right now. But we'll see as it plays out. But anyway, how's things going your way, Dunk?
I don't know. Am I here? Fair. You said usually we mess around, fuck around, or whatever. What, have you got a different plan this week?
I don't make plans.
Oh, good. Good, because I didn't get the memo.
Yeah, nobody did. Yeah, I forgot to plan to send out the memo. Is the problem? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the point. I got notes. Got to remember to bring them up.
No.
Yes.
Is that like a new STD?
What have I had this week? Oh, COVID. Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, about it. Yeah, down with that. But yeah, luckily it's passed through my system nice and quickly. Yeah, so I'm feeling a lot better now. Still a bit grotty.
You must have got a strain that somehow disagreed with the alcohol levels of your bloodstream, because it came in you don't sound all that bad already.
No, yeah, it was some kind of COVID that was going around my son's college where he works, and he graciously brought it back and gave it to me.
Children, gotta love them.
He's still not very well, but he's always bad at slinging off illnesses. So yeah, it looks like I got lucky.
Very much so.
I suppose all those lovely vaccinations maybe helped a little bit. You never know. Who knows?
Professor Gertz Explains here is in the live chat, who I just referenced there in the beginning. I do want to circle back to that coming up. So I hope you're around for just a little bit here. There was an interesting thing that happened with that whole GM announcement that I touched on last time we were doing the 42 show, where they said they are no longer going to be doing Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in their connected vehicles. So the first thing they did was claimed it was for safety because people are bound to just pick up their phones and use them if there's a connection issue between the phone and the in-car entertainment. This was what they claimed, right?
Nah.
And it was ridiculous because people are apt to pick up their phones and use them because they're always a lot better than the damn screens they put in cars. You got to understand, cars are built or designed years in advance. So by the time you get an infotainment system in a car in 2024, all the inner guts of it are already 3 years out of date or something, right? That's why they're never as nice to respond and quick. And it's taken forever for them to get to 120 hertz screens for fluidity and all this. This is the problem, right? Besides the fact that none of them know how to do user interfaces well. It's terrible.
It's going to be one of those sort of situations where you're basically going to have to buy a new Apple iPad for AirPlay, and there'll be a dock built into your car, so you can just plonk a new one in. Except Apple will change the way it docks, and you have to buy a new car to fit the new iPad in a few weeks' time.
But they would never want this either, because then they would have to put in buttons for things like heated seats and your air conditioning. And nowadays, they just don't bother with buttons because they can just program it onto the damn screen, and they can still charge you $90,000 for the vehicle. We're getting screwed in a lot of ways. Like some of these brand new cars that are out, they're all doing this. Oh, it's like the new Lotus SUV that just came out, the Electra. There's hardly any dash in front of you at all. It's just got that Tesla Model 3 look with this massive screen off to the side. For $100,000, I want a goddamn dash in front of me. You gotta be on drugs. No way.
I used to love it's like big dashes in cars, so it made you look like you're sitting in the cockpit of Concorde.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that center thing. To me, it reminds me of a cheap Fiat 500 that's been made so the dash is in the center. So if you put the steering wheel on the left or the right, it don't matter, right? That's economy of scale. Let's be honest here, right?
Don't know. Hey, I'll tell you something else I saw the other day, a video about some guy who bought a Hyundai Ionus is it Iono 5?
The battery guy, right?
Yes. But bought the car for $57,000. Yeah. Went over something a little bit bumpy in the road, scratched the protective sheet, or what do you call it? The protective tray underneath the car. But they said, what was it that they pointed out that something had moved, or there was some kind of shift?
Yeah, so there's
a little hole. Yeah,
there's these little holes, and the reason they're there is so that they can see how far away from the actual battery the protective shielding is. And the dealer said that hole had grown. Now we're talking about 2 or 3 millimeters, and that was the trigger to say they needed a brand new replacement pack, because that was just a little bit too, it had been opened a bit too much.
Now, how much did they want to charge for the new pack?
Hit them with the number. This is just unholy.
Now remember, the car was £57,000 brand new.
Yeah.
The replacement battery was $60,000.
Yeah.
So 2,000 of that was the fitting.
Yeah. So what choice does the insurance company have? It's this vehicle is now a write-off, but because it was him driving it and scratching the battery pack, it's now going to affect his insurance rating, and his rates are going to go up and stuff. How is that fair to anybody? I mean, have you ever driven through a pothole? Did that affect your insurance?
And I think he only also gets just a partial refund from the insurance. He doesn't get the full replacement price.
Yeah, he was downgraded to a Kia, so No, I'm kidding, but inflammable one. So that sucks. Is that the future of battery cars now? No, they line the bottom of the car. with the battery, right? Because it keeps the center of gravity low for these honking heavy vehicles. It makes it so it corners better and it feels more like a real car. But if you're going to put something that costs the value of the entire car itself along the bottom and then say, well, sorry, sir, but it's scratched, you're screwed. I think it's now up to the company to engineer a better solution. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous.
There was another interesting video I saw with Tom Scott, where he was driving a battery car, electric car, and what you do is you drive it into like a little shed that they put up somewhere, and the car just goes onto little ramps. A robot goes underneath the car, opens it all up, replaces the battery.
Yeah.
In what I thought was kind of like a very, very slow process. You know, it was probably about the same amount of time as it takes to fill up a car with petrol.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, it didn't seem like a solution to a problem, because it was. Can you imagine the amount of cars that you see at a petrol station when you go into a petrol station? You know, the place is full. The courtyard is full of cars filling up. Every one of them is now a battery pack? That's ridiculous. Yeah, and so where do they go? What happens to them? Do they just then charge them there? What if you go to one and there's not any batteries? I don't know how
sorry,
this
nobody's been here in a week. I haven't even gotten paid. Like, you know, that's not and all the companies would have to standardize on a battery. But you've got people like Tesla who are selling their cars based on the fact that they have a better solution. That's just ridiculous. It's an ingenious idea that's just not gonna fit in with. Yeah, no, it's just not going to work. Yeah, the world is not that socialist, even with the EU and whatnot. It's never going to happen, you know. Oh well. They're trying. I still believe that more investment into hydrogen would have been the better idea, because you could just simply pull in, fill up the car, drive away. Your only emission is water. You could still have a tiny little battery pack for regen braking and stuff. And so you get the torque from the electric and you don't have to stress the hydrogen part and whatnot. And away you go. I think it would have been, I still think it fits the infrastructure and the life that we've built as car people a lot better than, oh, great. I got to pull over yet again so I can get to grandma's, and stop for, and then you got that whole joke in the States anyway, Electrify America, where they have these horrible places to go and charge, and they never charge at their high rate. Half of them are always down and stuff. I mean, that would be a frustrating road trip. I think we should go back to coal. Steam cars, yeah. We need Abner Doble back. That's who we need. Yeah, that or Mr. Fusion, one or the other. I don't care. Sod it. But yeah, or just grow dinosaurs and squeeze them to make more oil. Oh, harness them. We go back to carriages. I mean, you could put a big carriage behind like a honking dinosaur. That'd be cool. There'd be a real poop problem, but. Maybe the AIs could create robots that clean up the poop. Yeah. Just compact them and turn that into a fuel with homes. Yeah. Or you could compact the dinosaurs and other organic material into a fuel. It might take a long time and you might have to dig it back up. Now I just think you're getting silly. Yeah, exactly. That would never work. Oh dear. Yeah. So let's see here. You capture oil from teenagers' faces and we'll never run out. That's 907 Pike, Alaska there in the chat. Ooh, that's rough. Yeah, what we should do is be recycling those Clearasil little wipes that people use, right? What? We're going to run car on blackheads. I'm not too sure how that's going to work, but you can try. Yeah. You can be the one to take that to General Motors. We'll see what they say. I am going to I'm going to develop a car that runs on something that nobody wants. Like,
Your wife.
XX. No, but I was thinking maybe like, what's a hated vegetable that nobody
Broccoli.
likes? Broccoli? I kind of like it with cheese sauce, but okay.
Yeah,
let's
kinda
make
like
a
it.
car that runs on broccoli just to give that shit a reason to exist.
God, the smell that will come out the back of that car. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Broccoli and Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. It comes with an optional patchouli injector to make your exhaust smell better.
Hey, it's funny you mention cheese on broccoli. You crazy man. I saw these Americans. They were talking about sushi and how sushi in America they actually puts like ingredients into sushi that are pretty much American. Sort of, I can't remember what it was they were talking about, but I was thinking sushi must be the only thing in America that they don't put cheese on.
You guys in Britain are obsessed with this. Why do people in North America put cheese on so many things, aren't you?
But you do.
But you're not wrong, because I even have a friend who goes to McDonald's and gets a McChicken sandwich, the chicken sandwich with the mayo and shredded lettuce, and he gets them to put cheese on it. So
Yeah, I think they do come with
it
cheese.
looks no, they don't. No, they don't. That's come on, slow down now, relax. No,
I think Kentucky ones do. Kentucky Fried Chicken ones come with cheese on them.
Yeah, but Kentucky Fried Chicken once made a hamburger that used chicken as the bun, right, or whatever,
Yeah. With a slice of bread in between two pieces of chicken.
Yeah, it comes with your own free EpiPen to make sure you can still drive your car home.
Yeah, Maya Atkinson's in the chat saying McDonald's cheese tastes like ass.
Oh, I know. I can't stand it when my son says, "Oh, if we're gonna have if we're gonna go out and eat drive-through or whatever or something, he wants to go to McDonald's." Be like, but we could go to Wendy's, Dairy Queen, just anything that where it actually tastes like meat instead of salty fat.
All I can say, if you're licking some ass that tastes like cheese, that's a date you want to end quick.
It sounds like somebody who's had one too many Velveeta grilled cheese sandwiches. That shit is raunch.
Your ass is gangrenous.
And the moral of this story is make sure you eat real cheese. Don't king shame. Okay, Maya. Yeah. Hey, Maya, grab the link. It's the regular link. Come and join. Why not? What else you doing? Just probably preparing for Bad Science Sunday after.
Yes.
Yeah. But even still, come on. What the heck? Oh, my mind did that blank thing.
Just because you're on a show. Hey, I tell you what, while you're thinking.
Yeah.
I was watching a movie the other day. It was an old movie, kid dreams of wanting to become a pirate, and a genie whisks him away into a pirate ship, and he's now on a pirate ship. Real shit movie. But something that was in there, the pirates was opening this big chest up, and obviously it's full of gold, but it's full of pearl necklaces and tiaras and beautiful ladies' dresses, like the typical sort of stuff that pirates have in their chests. What kind of ships are they attacking that ended up getting all these women's dresses, pearl necklaces, and tiaras? Have you ever thought about that on the high seas? Do you know what I think was going on in the high seas during that period of time? That was the one place transvestites felt safe that they could. They didn't want to go to
pirates. Pirates are the original divas.
Yeah, all these men are saying, "I want to dress up in women's clothes and put pearl necklaces on. Where can I? Can't do that around here. Let's all get on a ship together, and we'll just sail the seven seas as ladies."
It's fun to be.
A transvestite,
Yeah.
sail the seven
So-
seas. Yeah.
Maybe there's a thing here that historians have missed, and it turns out that the diva lifestyle, the let's say drag race, like the new TV shows and whatnot, it started on the high seas by the sounds of cannons.
I think this is why you got those rumors of sailors and stuff like that. Come from as well.
Does that mean the village people were pirates?
They weren't really transvestites, though, were they? They were just gay.
Yeah, or loved by. I'm not really sure how that works, actually.
Actually, I don't know how gay were they. I mean, yeah, actually,
Probably
the
not at
individuals in
all.
the band.
They were probably like, actually coke snorting bikers who were just like, I don't know, man, it's making us money,
Yeah,
Who knows?
Become this massive gay icon, just like all these big, massive heterosexuals. Come and play at our bar. No, I'm not coming into your place, you weirdo.
That would be some funny history to find out, right? That would be hilarious.
I think they were a bit gay, but
The Stream Elements bot has severely shit the bed. It says, click here to join our Discord server. There's no link.
Brilliant.
It's
just click on that word.
Yeah.
Just click here.
Yeah. Just click on the ether and hope the fairies get you there. What the hell's going on?
And if they don't get you there, sail the seven seas and you'll find them.
Exactly. Yeah. But pay attention to Bruce Dickinson, because he has a story of what not to do when a bird shits on you. You don't know that one?
I'm trying to think.
It's Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. It's how he opened it on one of the live tours. And this is the story of what not to do if a bird shits on you. If you know the story, it's funny.
And another thing, pirates. Kids love pirates. Kids love dressing up as pirates. They love making little kiddie cards for pirates, for birthday cards. And then they give you like hats and eye patches. And why is it we want to encourage children to become criminals?
Yeah, I think it's because we know inherently children are evil, and we're trying to get it out of their system before they grow up and are of the age that they can actually kill us.
Yeah, but they make pirates all cute and fluffy and and adorable, and they exactly. But they weren't. They were pirates.
Exactly. Go to Somalia and tell me how much fun you have.
I know. That's exactly what I was going to say. You don't get some like little cards with pictures of Somalian pirates on the front of it. Happy birthday!
Yeah,
AK-47. They're stealing your.
Yeah, you don't go down there and find Eric Cartman singing his big musical numbers.
Yeah, sort of big sea shanties in Somalian. Whatever weird people we are.
Yeah, well, it's not just us. We just comment on it more than others.
No, I mean, as in human beings,
Oh,
encouraging kids to love pirates and stuff.
Yeah.
When I grow up, I want to have a wooden leg.
Yeah. Yeah. My only dream is to have only one working eye, because who needs stereoscopic vision?
What were they flinging around on those pirate ships? It must be all the pearl necklaces snapping and them getting the pearls in their eyes or something to get them bloody like that.
Yeah. How many boats had somebody named Peg? And it was like, yeah, I've heard it before.
Oh, Long John Silver. Yeah.
The only thing for sure about like a life at sea, even back then, is at least you're surrounded by water you could use for bathing. So at least if you took up a life of a pirate, you should be fairly confident that the average person you have to meet and greet during the day doesn't reek from high hell. Right?
Most of them couldn't swim. What are you talking about?
That's not a good combination.
No, I know, but it's pretty much true. Not a lot. Many people could swim back then.
Really?
Yeah, it was just not a thing people did. You know.
Well, I don't like to either, so it doesn't surprise me. But
well, you wouldn't make a good pirate.
But I wouldn't agree to go on a ship. Like, imagine jumping on Columbus's boat. So we're just going to go and try to find some other land. Yeah. Can you swim? Nope. Perfect. You're hired. It just doesn't, you know.
Well, no, that must have been like the perfect candidates for to go on a ship, because that will stop them, you know, running away.
Running away. Yeah. I'm swimming back. We've been out for 3 months, moron. Just give me a 2x4. I'll be fine. I can't imagine like being one of those dudes that goes out like crab fishing for a week and a half, 2 weeks on rough waters and blah, blah, and whatever. Even now, I can only imagine what long voyages back then. It must have just been hell.
Yeah. Well, now seems pretty bad, but yeah, back then, God almighty.
Yeah. Gee, I guess I'll have another bowl of rice today. Luckily on Saturday I get salt pork before the rum.
Yeah.
You
know, for a real treat, I get to lick the deck.
Yeah. Exactly.
Suck on a clam.
And if the boat was pretty much, you know, occupied by men, no wonder pirates became divas and whatnot in no time, right? Because, I mean, come on, you know. They didn't have the kind of sex dolls that you rent out on an hourly basis from your quiet British home. Remember that story?
No, remind us.
Oh, idiot got himself in trouble because he had one of these brand new, really lifelike sex dolls, and he was renting it out by the hour from his home.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that must have been like, you know, below decks on some of those ships. You know, I mean, I know some of those men were probably partaking with each other, but oh my God, that must have been.
I bet the cream of the cream ships were the ones that had a donkey on board.
and a tub to put it in to give it a wash every now and then.
Yeah. Okay, that's getting rough. Let's. And I know you might be looking at me sitting here wondering, why is one light red and the other light blue and not green? Because now we're in Christmas. It's because I couldn't remember the damn brand of the bulb I had bought. And once I set it to blue, I just deleted the app because it always wanted to know my location and stuff. I'm like, it's a Bluetooth light bulb. You don't need to know where I am, you fucking, you know.
It's listening to you and sending back information to the company to,
yeah.
Oh, he likes the color green. We'll send him green stuff next time.
Yeah. But yeah. The donkey joke, by the way, that was a reference to a Grand Tour episode with the guys from Top Gear, Jeremy Clarkson and them.
What, did they do a donkey?
No. I'm not going into it, but look it up if you want to see what I was talking about, because he was horrified, man. They were in Colombia. Yeah.
So lots of drugs and a mule was involved.
Yeah, exactly. You know. So I've never been somebody that was into like the monster movies. Like I watched a couple of the Godzilla movies and they're always okay, but you know, it's basically weak story, no plot, lots of action. Thanks Michael Bay or Roland Emmerich, right? That's pretty much what you get. So there's a new television show out right now called Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. And it's one of the really high budget, low volume, so maybe 6 to 8 episodes a season. I'm not sure. I might even end at 6. But instead of being just a crash, bang, boom, everything dies and explodes and cities are ruined movie or TV show, sorry, it's got way more depth and story. I'm not going to give any spoilers or anything.
Is it a love story? Does Godzilla find love?
No. Godzilla goes home empty-handed, sadly. No, but It's a very, very good watch if you like some science fiction-y and, what the hell and yada yada and try to put it together. It's really good. I highly recommend it. If you don't like Godzilla stuff at all, trust me, it has barely anything to do with that, really. It's much more than that. It's really good. I recommend it. Awesome. And I also recommend you pirate it, but that's another story.
As long as you're wearing a dress and tiara and some pearls.
Yeah, never forget the pearls, right? Pearls go the best with an eye patch. I think that's it's a historic consistency now.
It's nothing like giving a strapping lad a good pearl necklace.
Har, Billy, have you ever been to sea?
Oh, I've been blown ashore a few times. Oh shit, we got a super chat. Da, 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 da. Alert, alert, alert.
Oh, Stephen Walsh comes in with a $10 super chat. Big one. Thank you, Stephen. Can we do an AI of Dick Dawson of Waterworld in place of KC? Not to get off the topic of pirates. We might be able to do something for that. I would. That's really funny.
I was wondering, what does he mean by Casey? Oh, Kevin Costner.
Yeah. I had the name Kevin in my head, but the C, I couldn't get Costner out. The only thing I could think of was New Superman's dad, who died in the tornado, right? Sorry if I spoiled that for you, but you shouldn't be bothering with that.
See you next Tuesday. Kevin Hunt. Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you very much.
So you want us to get off the topic of pirates, Stephen? Yeah. You'll have to pay more than that. Hey, okay. Next topic then. Something else I was thinking of. There's the Trump family have been in the news quite a lot recently, and I was thinking, isn't it about time we had like a set of cards with statistics on them of all the Trump family, and it would be top Trumps.
Oh, that's a good idea. We could
Why
also.
is this? Why is this not a thing yet?
We could also turn this into a bingo game where people could go to our Discord and get their bingo cards. And then when we're doing the news, we'll do the Trump update every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, like we do the Musk one. And you can, check off and see who gets bingo.
Yeah. We'll do the meat draw on Friday.
If you're retired,
Welcome to the Wheel Tappers and Shunters Club, and the guests tonight are Billy Murphy on the piano with Billy the singing Alsatian, Meat Draw 11.
And we defend and stand up for all things Lawrence Welk. Oh yeah.
Oh, I think the top Trumps card game would be a good addition to the merch store.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
We'll just have to do it. That's when the idea falls down. Yeah. Suddenly there's some effort required. Yeah. And,
well,
all
coming up in the new year, we're going to revamp the merch store and come up with some things that aren't just like, whatever, right? And we're not smart enough to do that before Christmas because, well,
I was thinking, we missed an opportunity here because we could have had lovely slippers with your face on the front of it. Dick, so everybody likes to slip into a bit of a dick.
Would you like me to suck your toe? Dude.
Well, we've already molded your cock to make dildos, but you didn't think we could sell those.
It's just the expense of shipping.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you? But they just didn't do them in everybody's size. I'd like that, but a foot long, please. Oh, no, sorry, don't do that. Yeah. Sparkles comes in.
But we have used them for molds for hot dog buns, so that's coming up.
Oh, we have used them for baseball challenges, but I use them to stack my donuts on. It's quite handy. Donut holder.
Looks great sitting on the dash of a Range Rover, let me tell you. Oh, yeah.
Or in the hood of a Land Cruiser.
If you want to be the popular parent at your school run, get one of these for your dash.
PJC that says, I wonder if Top Trumps is still trademarked. Yeah, I think it still is. I'm sure you can still get them. No kid buys them. PJ, you're probably like the similar age to me, where it was like in the schoolyard. It's like everybody had Top Trumps cards. Didn't matter what.
Not over here.
Everybody had Top Trumps cards, and
Yet North Americans don't even know what you really mean. I don't think, unless
I thought it was quite big in America.
Not where I lived. No, not at all. And I lived like in Vancouver growing up, right, as a kid. I know Top Trumps only because the Top Gear guys have talked about it. Same with Fifth Gear, because I watch automotive content. Otherwise, I would never have any idea what it is. I've never seen it in a store, ever.
It's funny because I'd imagine it sort of like probably came from America because, maybe like football and baseball stats, because Americans in their sports lovers really love the stats.
Yeah.
The statistics for the other people. They loved all the stats, and so basically that's what it is. You have your statistics, and the highest. You call out a statistic, and the highest statistic wins the card, and that's basically what it is. Pretty stupid game.
Yeah, well, I saw James May play it with the Stig, and at the end of watching the game, I thought to myself, the only skill involved in this game is luck of what card comes up next. Like, I mean, this makes checkers look intelligent,
Yeah, but when you know the other person's card, hang on, do you have to reveal your card? What they got? Do they reveal it? I can't remember now.
Yeah, because
I can't even remember how to play it.
No. Yeah. we when I was a kid, we used to play a game called Mile Born. 1,000 Miles, what? I think it is. It's a French card game where you're traveling and you're trying to get as far fast as you can, and you can get flat tires and this and that and blah blah. It's a great game. Milleborne. No, that's Jason. Yeah. Bornes. That's it. Yeah. Papo's got it in the chat there. It's a freaking wicked game. It's really fun, even for adults, because you can turn it into a drinking game, right?
Oh God, you talking about you can turn anything into a drinking game.
I have drinking games. I actually have like 9 adult drinking games in the boxes, different ones you can play. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. You're always too drunk to get them out.
I'm just too drunk to remember how to play them the next time. Always reading the rules every time. I've got 24 games and can't remember any of them.
Take the cellophane wrapper off the cards. Drink. Read the first line of the rules. Drink.
You said a consonant. Drink.
Drink.
Yeah.
You asked me what the rules are. Drink. Oh, let's play the game. Oh, fuck it. Just drink.
Yeah. Exactly. We need another bottle. Okay, we all set up? I think so. Okay, no, it's empty.
Yeah, who wants to play this anymore? I don't know.
I got lucky at the thrift store once, and I bought a brand new... Easy now. I bought a brand new Star Wars Risk in the box. It was all sealed and everything, and I thought, great, what a cool thing. I like Star Wars. I got it home. Felix was off with his mom for a couple of days, or grandma, I don't know. And we opened it up, and everybody got a beer out and whatever, and we unfolded the map, and it wasn't Risk at all. It was an entirely new game based on Risk, but with way more complicated rules for people that are really into that kind of level of gaming. And
Oh.
we're just a couple of stoner drunks looking for some fun. So we just turned it into Risk and just played by normal rules. But because the map had been changed, it was totally unfair for a few people because I guess they were supposed to get bonuses and all that. You know, who knows, right? But to this day, I still have it and I've never opened it again because it's just viciously complicated and I can't be bothered, you know?
Yeah, we've had a few board games like that in the past. I think we got some version of Monopoly at one point, and it was like you had like skyscrapers and a electronic spinny, dice thing, and it was like, well, what is this? I don't really get this. And I think it got played a few times and put away and never seen again like the day again.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
When I was like 14, 15 and stuff and whatnot, I would have had no problem sitting down and getting into something that complicated. But when you're looking to play something that's just a way more simple for, drinking a few and hanging out with your friends, it didn't fit, right?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my brother bought me it's like some kind of Indiana Jones game when I was a kid, and I think I don't know if it's kind of like based on Dungeons and Dragons tactics or whatever, a role play. Never fucking opened it. It's like one of those sort of things you have to like you play with friends.
Yeah,
I didn't have any friends to play that sort of thing with. That was it. When we played, we could go. Ow my balls was about as as the highest level of game we played, just kicking each other in the bollocks and see who cried the most.
Yeah.
Tactics. Haha, missed both my balls.
Straight up the middle. That's a saggy sack if you can go straight up the middle and they can just separate around the foot. I mean, holy man.
Yeah, well, I had Moses, on my thigh, just like parting the waves.
Yeah. I thought he was going to give me a Hummer.
At this point, I think we should bring up our sponsor for tonight. So if you're, if you're feeling a bit, horny and looking for a bit of a sordid play, you go to shills.com hooker /hooker, and you can get a choice of escort tonight, and just call her in. We like to call the service skip the missus. So don't forget to check it out. 10% off if / Dick Dawson, 10% off. So go for it.
Keep it a secret, but spread it around.
That's what she said.
Yeah, we're saving up to have like a compound, like every good cult should. It's just not, happening as fast as we would like.
A compound of what? Of hookers or Johns?
I was just thinking a place where we could grow a little pot.
Oh, okay. We'll do. We'll tell you what. We'll do that. Yeah.
Everything sex with you, isn't it?
Sex. Yeah. Only for the money. Only for the money.
Yeah.
Certainly not for the fun anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a long tradition in his family tree that, when you can get paid, you pull it out and use it.
Hey, don't you ever go to my family tree. It's not so much of a tree, it's more of a stump.
No, but in your case, it worked out. I mean, somebody eventually had to be able to walk without scraping their knuckles. It's a good thing.
Yeah, I wore gloves.
That whole thing, I stand by what I said the other night there, though. There was that report where it turns out that if you're a morning person and you easily get up in the morning, you probably have a higher count of Neanderthal DNA in your system. And
Yes.
yeah, so it just proves to me that morning people aren't true humans. You know, y'all like monster like a bit. You know, that's not normal. You're supposed to be groggy. You're supposed to need your coffee, and you're supposed to be like the rest of us. Damn it!
No, that's just alcoholic Neanderthals. Neanderthals have drank a little bit too much. This bucket of apples. Sorry, no, not a bucket. It would be like this sheep's bladder of apples that I've been storing away for a few months, and I've been sipping away at it. I've lost my head.
So it all comes down to the apple.
Yeah, trying to chew off the hubcaps of the mammoths running by.
So yeah, Dunk does teach a course on evolution. It's coming up again.
Oh, devolution. Yeah. You don't like what the future has in store for you? No problem. We'll take you back to the past.
Wouldn't that be cool? You know, if I was going to build a time machine, I've thought about it a few times, but if I was going to actually do it, I think I would build it out of something cool, maybe stainless steel.
I'm not thinking anything as complicated as that. I'm just thinking of taking all the trimmings, because from all the people who use Manscaped, and then put it into a big bag with some glue and one of those flocking guns, and basically we'll do a service where we will paste you with glue, take all those clippings from the Manscaped people, and then flock your body with all these. So we'll add it on, you know, so you can look a bit more Neanderthal-y and a bit more.
Probably sell it, you know, street corner by the airport. Hello, sir. Flocking today? And if you timed it right to when Lucasfilm is going to make the next Star Wars movie, you could probably create yourself a new line of toys while you're at it. Freaky furry humans. I'm not sure that that's going to get us any closer to being, you know, character design on a movie set soon.
Well, they haven't asked us yet anyway. I don't think we've got any worry about that.
Oh, I haven't checked my email today, so you never know. You know, you just never know.
Oh, I had something stuck in my head there. Something else. Can't remember what it was now.
Yeah, there's a couple of things I wanted to get to, and I was having a problem remembering.
Oh, I know what I saw. An interesting story tonight. That as a dolphin has been captured on film that seems to have developed thumbs.
What? Really?
Yeah. It's. Oh, Stream Elements has just gone mad.
Just shit the bed again. What the hell is it doing?
Mods, could you block him?
I do have a real shout out. Alan McMillan sent in a $16 Canadian direct donation through PayPal. Very much love. Oh, wait a minute. I got to go like this. Very much loved.
What the fuck in his mouth?
I had to put it somewhere. But a big shout out, Alan.
There should have been diseased hearts that came out from that.
I should have puffed rings as I said it. I don't know how. If anybody can teach me how to do the whole ring thing, that would be cool. It's one thing I never figured out in life.
Hey, are we still doing the Christmas donation thingy?
Yeah,
you forgot to mention that.
Yeah, well, Stream Elements seems to literally be on the verge of going rogue and taking over the world at this point.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on.
Well, I'm going to shout out the donation thing because I want to see the Christmas donation thingy come in a little bit more because all those lovely people that help donate money to pay for my roof. Well, currently I'm sending it back to Dick Dawson to help him out. So the Christmas donation link thingy.
Yeah.
Please put it up so I don't have to keep sending the money back to Dick again.
My whole world exploded because it wasn't supposed to be,
shit.
and now it is, and it's crazy. But there's been
it's got what? No, come on. You got to tell the full story because originally it came up because you lost certain finances, and now it's just got worse and worse and worse ever since.
Yeah. There's a lot of story to it, but the bottom line is be very careful who you marry. Too
late.
Yeah. I have about as much control in this situation years after being divorced. I mean, years. I mean, I have gray freaking hair. You know what I mean? But I still, have the control of somebody who's been falling off of a cliff for decades.
Cliff was a nice guy.
Well, he was at the time, but I'm still only down to his waist by the feel of it. But yeah, so big thanks to everybody. Karen L. member message in the chat there. I am laughing my ass off over here. Well, good to hear.
Yeah, no, at your misfortune.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If it helps to put you over the top, I could step outside and fall in a mud puddle and come back.
Could you?
Yeah. There might
seriously, could you? That would be great.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. But there might even be somebody walking by, maybe riding a horse, and I could get it to break wind.
Yeah, you could stick your head up his ass or something.
Yeah. What the hell's going on in here?
Anything for a super chat.
We are not auctioning that shit off. Let me just get that clear right now.
You just ruined my next 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, tell them a story about maple syrup while I get a beer.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit in silence now because you just ruined my next 5 minutes of coming up with shit that people could challenge you to do for a super chat. I'll do that for $1. Yeah, right. Yeah, he's not gonna do that. Sorry, he's back now. Shh. Don't tell him what I said.
Yeah. If you need a fun song to uplift your evening later, look up the name David Wilcox and listen to the song "Do the Bearcat." You can thank me later.
Again.
Yeah. Awesome tune.
We do love that song.
It's just absolutely.
It was one of your big favorites on the DJ nights.
Yeah. Well, that guy played my high school when I was like 16 years old, and he got on stage wasted. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. You looked at him, and go, "That's what I want to be."
Yeah, exactly. It cemented it right there. I was like, seriously, But it was great. It was really cool.
Yeah. Fuck knows what I hope we had turn up at our school to make me turn into what I am today.
Yeah, but a few lucky Brit kids got carted off one day to do another brick in the wall with Pink Floyd in the studio. I actually know the story behind that. The guy who knew the studio dude who brought the kids got himself in some unholy royal shit for bringing those kids to sing that song. Because it was done during school. It was a field trip.
All right.
Yeah. And the teacher that brought them.
Wait a minute. I think you have to back up a bit. Tell the full story from beginning to end.
Well, Pink Floyd are recording Brick in the Wall, and conversations are happening, and they're trying different things and stuff. And I don't remember if it's Waters or who, Gilmore maybe, or whoever was behind the board, Bob Ezrin maybe. I can't remember who's on that album. But they decide that, like a chorus of kids singing that verse would be kick ass. And they know somebody who's teaching music at a school. So he arranges a field trip to bring the kids to the studio to do the, hey, teacher, leave those kids alone and whatnot verse. And the school, when the song came out and realized what had happened, lost their shit on this dude, man. Yeah. And that's not fair, because those kids grew up with a memory of that's me on that record, right?
I wonder who they are. I mean, obviously they know who they are, but I wonder if they've ever they're recognized as those kids, and they've ever met up again and redo stuff.
There's got to be at least one of them who literally just lives in a pub going, "Yep, that's me on the record. Buy me a beer." Crazy Cat 1 in the chat there. Crazy Cat 1 is huge for gift and Shills memberships. Let me get the laser beams up. There we go.
Laser beam.
Yeah, Crazy Cat gave another Shills membership out. Big thanks, Crazy Cat 1. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you very much.
And if you got it, just cherish it.
I wonder if I could figure that out.
Take it into your arms. Give it a cuddle. Love it, because you are now a Shills member.
It went to Norm Lee. Yeah, I have one of my background services that's actually working today. It's not choking on its own. Fill in the blank here.
Hey, talking to Norm, I was watching a really old movie the other day, and it was about like a private detective, blah, 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 story, whatever, I don't care. But the name of the private detective was Norman Conquest.
Wow.
I thought that was hilarious.
Holy shit.
Norman Conquest. I have to take my hat off to the person who thought that up. That's brilliant.
It is creative, but I
was trying to rack my brains. What other sort of like could you say military encounters could you turn into the name of a detective? I don't know. I'll leave that one to the chat and their wonderful imagination. That was just so funny.
Yeah,
I wonder if you even knew. Was it just an accident or just?
There's no way. There's no way.
Well, I was going to call him the Spanish invasion fleet, but no, I thought just Norman Conquest was the one.
Yeah, there's like some musician, whatever dude who thinks he's cool. He was on the F1 grid recently, and he made himself look like an idiot. Machine Gun Kelly. Like,
oh yeah,
does he not know that his name is a movie from back in the day, or does he think he invented it, or I wonder.
But Machine Gun Kelly's based on a real character, though, isn't it? A real person.
I don't even know how that works. I just know it's a movie when I heard the name, because I'm
sure it's a real person. Yeah, a gangster.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Funny story. I just watched a thing. It blew my mind, because I always guess this, but there's this dude on YouTube. Can't remember his name offhand. The bearded bloke, bearded biker or something. But he seems to be proud of the fact he has a beard, and he's very much into motorcycles. And
it's in his so he puts them both in the title.
Yeah. It shouldn't be hard to find. He's popular. He finally got his hands on one of the Orange County Chopper built bikes, and it was one step from being an actual death trap. It was junk. Like, it was beautifully made and everything, but everything was wrong. The seat leaned back too hard, and you were literally hanging on to the.
Is this a vintage bike or a new bike?
No, well, Orange County Chopper, the TV show and whatnot.
Okay. The guy. Do they rebuild them or just like build them from scratch? I don't think I've probably seen the show.
No, they build them from scratch, like custom,
Right.
super, unbelievably expensive bikes and whatnot. And
But crap.
yeah, and there's supposed to be all this power. They put these massive rear wheels on them. They took it to the dyno. They did a compression test and stuff, and it was all okay. So they took it to the dyno, and it made 65 horsepower. And they all just giggled and laughed. The drive belt was exposed, so you could literally just catch your leg in it and have it pull you under. And there was a few other things about the way the bike drove. The throttle application was terrible, and he just slammed it and ripped it apart. And it made me laugh because there's quite a few YouTubers that do these big builds for SEMA every year. But those cars are SEMA. It's some big car show, and all the big car YouTubers do these big builds every year to go there, and it's very popular. But on the outside,
I thought it meant they do it for spunk.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's douche tubers there for sure. But
sorry, carry on.
Yeah, but the cars look great and they do drive, but they're scrap. They're junk. Like you know what I mean? You would never want to own it and drive it.
Yeah, well, they're like movie prop cars and stuff like that. They serve a purpose, and especially on a reality TV show like that. They're just doing it for the show. They don't give a shit about. Same with people. Some of the programs that do home rebuilds and makeovers and stuff like that. They'll go in and make a house look beautiful, and then as soon as the cameras are stopped rolling, they'll tear away all the shit down and put it back in the van again. They don't give a shit.
Exactly.
And if, believe me, if you ever think people in Teleland or the movie industry actually give a shit, you're wrong. They don't.
Exactly. Not even close.
And, so it doesn't surprise me.
I know this sucks, but give me 1 second because I'm not sure if I have an emergency going off, but my phone is exploding and it's who. Hold on. Give me sorry, dude.
All right. So we'll leave them to it to go off and find out what the hell's going on. And so where were we? We're talking about, some of the cars and, shit and stuff from, the movies industry. What's your favorite? Because I'm trying to think what they're like, because car movie props. They are just like built. I actually built one myself. It was for a stage show for Fireman Sam, and Pinewood Studios. They used to have these like electric, supposed to be like milk carts, but like small little buggy things. And they gave me one of these things. It's like strip it apart and build a fire engine over the top of it. And for Fireman Sam's stage show. My God, it was a heap of shit that I built, but got paid. It worked. And you had to charge the battery up every show because all the extra weight on it. It just I had to drag its ass around. But so we're going. Kit, who's that? Kathleen. Kit, Back to the Future. Was it Kit? Kit wasn't in Back to the Future. Yeah, numpty. Kit was Knight Rider. Back to the Future car. Yeah. I still like the Lotus Esprit in Spy Love Me. That's still my favourite one. Even though when it hit the submarine part, it was only a model. it wasn't a real Lotus Esprit doing that. Okay. You're all right, buddy.
Maybe not. I might have minutes.
Well, look, we can end the show.
Yeah.
We can end the show.
Yeah. You remember earlier when I was talking to you, my son should have come home earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. He's been having a bit of a rough time over there.
So. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. It's not good. At least if I'm getting correct information, I just don't know if I am, because some people get spastastic, and you never know for sure if they're just over or. But yeah. So
yeah, but usually it is the full on job.
yeah. This if what I'm hearing is correct, I might have to.
The door's going to get kicked in any second now.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, I think tonight we are going to be cutting the stream early. What is it early? What time is it? How long have we been going? We've been going for an hour. God, we must have bored the shit out of you by now. Oh well, that's what you get. That's what happens. An hour and 15, I think. I'm looking back. It's an hour and 7. So there you go. We can end the stream with Dunk Counts. Yeah, I'm in charge of class, but there's no one here. There's no one here to bother. I'm terrible at running a stream by myself. We used to believe it. I used to have on my own YouTube channel. I used to do streams all the bloody time, and I just like talk for bloody hours all by myself. But now in recent years, I'm not so good at it. Unless I've got I've brought something to the table and I'm prepared. What normally happens with Dick is it's like, all right, I'm off. It's up to you now. Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to start talking now. And I'm kind of stuck, really. But that's why it's always handy to have people like you in the chat to tell me what to talk about. I don't know. I'll have a sip of wine instead. Sprick says, keep talking, Dunk. Easier said than done, mate. Favorite cock recipe from 907 Pike, Alaska. Donuts, cream, spray cream, and a little cherry on the top. That's my favorite cock recipe. How about a community sing? Yeah, what should we sing about? Christmas songs? Hey, Santa Claus, you can't. Where's me fucking bike? I've looked at all this other stuff. There's nothing here I like. Karen says, Dunk, what are your Christmas plans? Get through it. Keep me head down. Stay in the trenches. Eat lots of ship's biscuits. And just wait till it's all over. And, apparently, I've heard that this Christmas will be over by this Christmas. So I'm looking forward to that. It never seems to be. There always seems to be another one. Bloody hell. Why do they do that? Can't we just have this is Christmas. This is it. This is the final Christmas. This is the last time. I mean, it was like over 2,000 years ago, Really? Come on, move on. I mean, no one's going to be celebrating my birthday in 2,000 years' time. Not that it even was his birthday anyway, Christmas. In September, we were supposed to be born, even if he was real. Blah, 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 blah. Just taking over a pagan holiday. I'm going to be celebrating Saturnalia, and I'll be the king of misrule. I'll be running around the streets with my underpants around my ankles, and as usual, causing trouble. Yeah, Father Christmas, give us some money. or blank check. Blank check. Why wasn't Father Christmas do that? And like they say, Father Christmas never visits the poor kids. Bastard. Santa has no kids. That's when he comes once a year and then down a chimney. Those reindeers are not smiling though. Why is Rudolph's nose so red? Oh, I could tell you some stuff about Christmas. That's all. It's a load of nonsense. I've got a blank check space. Dunk, baby. I'll write your name. Kraut, time to wrap it up. Yeah, well, I'm not in control of the buttons, but yeah, he should have just wrapped it up when he was when he had a chance. Come back, Dick. Press the buttons. I could just end the stream and it would just go blank, but yeah. A blank check is only any good if there's any money in the bank account, lol. You got any, PJ? You got any floating around in your bank account? Send us a blank check. When I say blank check, you'll probably just send us a sheet of A4 paper. There you go. It's so blank, there's not even got my name on it. I could play the end music through my mic. I could sing it. If I can remember how it went. Oh God, you know what's happened. He's gone running outside, tripped over, fell over, smashed his head on the ground. His phone scattered across the courtyard of the parking lot. It's smashed. He's smashed. Everything's gone to shit. And I'm now here in purgatory forever because we can't end the stream. Do you all tip your mailman from Bolter? No. I don't tip her. Because you know what? I don't know who he is. Which one? Because, you know, they're all... We don't have one. They're just like some blokes. I don't know where it is where you're at, Belter. It's like, do you tip the Amazon delivery man? No, because he's never at the fucking door. Well, after he's rung the door and run away, there's no one there. So, oh, how's it going, Dick?
Yeah, we'll have to end it. I gotta go. I gotta get ready. I have an incoming kid. For those that don't know, my son's 16. He's on the spectrum and stuff. So there's times of confusion and whatnot. And right now, him and mom are not having a good time, and she is bringing him home.
And you're enjoying the fact that she's not having a good time.
No, not this time, because they're not having a good time. This isn't funny.
Okay.
This one sucks. You know. Yeah.
Okay. All right then. Well, you better hit the button then, so we can just get the shit out of here.
Yeah. So
well, thanks everybody for coming.
Yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. You know, we didn't get quite the full show in, but there's nothing I can do. I gotta kick into parent gear and get this place ready even quicker than I thought I had to. So
yeah, we'll be back soon. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll see you Tuesday, and we got a redirect happening. So,
so PJ says no. Let Dunk talk for another hour. Lol. Oh, please.
But yeah, coming up here real quick, 6:30 my Pacific time. Maya Atkinson has Bad Science Sunday. It's going to start up. And we have a redirect that'll send you over there at the end of the credits. So stick around, watch the credits, because then you'll know where to go. Big thanks to the team. We got Maya in the chat, BME, Catalan T is on the Shills account. Big thanks there. BME, PJ CNET. Anybody else I'm supposed to shout here? Oh, the Kraut. Big shout out to CF
Kids.
And CF Beauty, who's struggling with internet connection and resting up to feel better and stuff too. So,
yeah,
you know,
she's got the coves.
Yeah, everybody's, down and out, and yeah.
Well,
we'll see.
You're down and out. But,
I might be having a night. We'll see how it goes.
See you later, bitches.
Take care, everybody. Have a good night.
Kissy kisses. Love you lots.
Boom.
It's over. Go home.